Kinda boring, right? Yeah, everyone thinks that. But keep watching, in a second it gets really shocking.
Gì đấy? Ôi dồi, người ta làm năn ra rồi anh ơi. Người ta là do người ta, do mình đâu.
On the 8th of February 2026, on a mountain pass in Vietnam. From the dashcam footage from a passenger car, you can see that at that moment, the driver is trying to pass a coach bus going the same direction, and he fully crosses over into the oncoming lane. Right then, a motorcycle coming from the opposite direction suddenly loses control, and the two people on it fall onto the road and get hit by the car. The crash kills one person on the spot, and the other person dies on the way to the hospital for emergency treatment. What I don't understand is, the driver still doesn't admit it was his fault. In your opinion, who's wrong in this situation? But I'm sure the driver was wrong. Leave your thoughts down in the comments under the video. Yeah. Back in February 2022, there was a really serious workplace accident at a scrapyard in Brazil, right along the BR-101 highway. So here's what happened. A car was being hauled on a trailer and the tie-down strap snaps when the binding breaks. The car slides right off the trailer bed and hits a worker nearby. Reports say the worker was injured in the accident. And then early reports also point to something else at the yard, like a lifting device or some heavy structure failing while the worker was on the job, leading to a deadly impact. Shocking CCTV footage from Chowpatia colony in Lucknow has gone viral after a cow chased down, knocked over and trampled a young girl in a narrow residential lane. The CCTV clip shows a cow suddenly chasing a 14-year-old, knocking her down and stomping on her right there in the street. When neighbors hear her screaming, they rush outside. They start throwing bricks and rocks at the animal, and one brave man tells the girl to stay flat on the ground so she doesn't get hit head-on, while others try to distract the cow. Because people step in quickly, the girl gets pulled to safety and only suffers minor injuries, even though the situation at the start was extremely dangerous. The incident has sparked outrage over loose livestock causing safety risks in residential areas in India. Sometimes you're just sitting down for a quick break after hours of hard work, and trouble can still come right to you. Watch closely, this one's gonna shock you. A worker decides to sit and rest right out on the building's porch area. And at that exact time, a red pickup truck is coming down the road at a pretty high speed. Then all of a sudden, it shoots straight up onto the sidewalk and slams hard into the porch structure, right where the worker is sitting. The impact is so strong it throws the worker back, and all the stuff around him goes flying too. The camera even catches this huge cloud of dust rising up right after the hit, and you can tell how bad the damage is. Both the truck and the whole porch area are totally wrecked. Early reports are focused on figuring out whether the pickup driver had a sudden health problem, or if it was some kind of vehicle issue, like brake failure. This one is seriously terrifying. It happened on the 30th of January 2026 at a beauty salon called Lady Nails, right inside a gas station in Chiang Mai, Thailand. At the time, the staff is doing a customer's nails, and then out of nowhere, an SUV drives straight through the glass and slams into the shop. There's a woman customer, around 40 years old, who gets pinned between the SUV and the wall. She's badly hurt, but they said she was still conscious when she was taken to the hospital. The shop manager also has minor injuries, with bruises all over. Witnesses at the gas station say the SUV was moving slow at first, then suddenly sped up and went straight into the shop. My guess is the driver hit the wrong pedal and the car jumped forward. If you know more info about this case, drop it in the comments under the video. On the evening of the 2nd of February 2026, a terrifying explosion happened inside an elevator at Anmol Tower in India. Security camera video shows a delivery worker bringing about 10-12 balloons, wrapped in a plastic bag, into the elevator. Right as the elevator doors were about to close, the balloons exploded, and flames filled the entire tight space. All 3 people managed to get out in time because the doors hadn't fully closed yet, but 2 of them were burned on their hands, neck, and stomach and had to be hospitalized in stable condition. I suspect the balloons were filled with hydrogen, a very flammable and cheap gas, instead of helium. The fire may have been triggered by static electricity, friction, or a small spark from the elevator's electrical system. On the 6th of February 2026, a 3-story building suddenly collapsed onto an excavator during a demolition operation. While the excavator was working to demolish a structure owned by a local businessman, the building suddenly came down, burying the excavator and the operator under the rubble. The operator was trapped in the debris. After intense rescue efforts by local residents and authorities, he was pulled out and taken to the hospital. His condition was reported as serious but stable. Either way, it's absolutely terrifying for the victim in this incident. You've probably seen volcano eruptions a lot, but have you ever seen a sewage eruption? Watch this, it'll probably shock you. On the 29th of January 2026, a terrifying incident happened in central India when sewage suddenly burst up through the tiled floor of a residential area. Dirty water started spraying up through the floor tiles in just a few seconds, soaking one resident and flooding the yard. Even though this only happened in one specific spot, similar issues with drainage systems and sewage treatment are often mentioned in India's urban planning documents.